Hey guys, I'm Danielle and this is Bookchara, and today I am bringing you my birthday book tag. Now, I am not the original creator of this tag. As far as I can tell, this tag was originally created by someone named Antonia Always Booked, and she's a blogger, and I will link her blog down below where I found this tag. I like this one because there's only 7 prompts, and today that suits me just fine. The first prompt is birthday cake, and for this one, I need to tell you about a book with a plot that seems cliche, but that I adore anyway. And for that one, I am going to go with Where the Stars Meet the Sea by Heidi Kimball. A fiery sailor's daughter lost her parents at a young age and falls into the care of her mean-spirited aunt. All she wants is her inheritance, red freedom, when a chance encounter with the brooding, boorish Duke of Halstead changes everything. This is Jane Eyre, only better. Prompt number 2 is Party Guess. Your most anticipated book release for this year, and my most anticipated release for this year actually just got released on Monday the 15th, and that is the Blackbird Oracle by Deborah Harkness. This was kindly gifted to me by my lovely friend Leanna. This is book 5 in the All Souls series, and if you don't know about book 1, which is A Discovery of Witches, the blurb on Goodreads says, and I think this sums it up nicely, it is a richly inventive novel about a centuries-old vampire, a spellbound witch, and the manuscript that draws them together. So Amy at A-Star Reads and Paige at Pages with Paige and myself had a lot of fun doing the All Souls trilogy read-along for Bookchara read-alongs, and this book having just released, we're actually looking forward to reading this one together as well. So you can definitely count this as my most highly anticipated book of this year. For the next prompt, prompt number 3, we have Birthday Presents, and this is a book that surprised you with how much you loved it. For this one, I am going with The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. This is a YA dystopian. The Goodreads blurb says, with sharp prose and gritty realism, The Grace Year examines the complex and sometimes twisted relationships between girls, the women they eventually become, and the difficult decisions they make in between. You guys, I was completely floored by this book. I feel like it is one that every woman should read, every champion of women should read. I was just so incredibly impressed with this book. These young women on their 16th year get sent out into the woods to get rid of their magic. It winds up just being this fight for survival. I cannot say anything about it without just giving something away, but it is definitely worth a read. Number 4, Happy Birthday Song, a book that certainly deserved all the hype it got, and for this one I am going with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I have just finished this one and I loved it. I reached the halfway point and then just completely devoured it from there. Not that I wasn't entertained before that point, but the banter between Pippa, our main character, and Ravi, who is the brother of the guy that Pippa feels has been falsely accused in this 5-year-old murder, their banter is just everything. And yeah, it kept me guessing right up until the end. I was really nervous because this is such a well-loved book, but I loved it too, so it's fine. Number 5 is Happy Music, a book with some beautiful and truly memorable quotes. The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I love this middle grade fantasy so much. This is what I like to call a Danielle book because the whole thing is just stinking quotable and lyrical and beautiful and magical, and I love it so much. So the quote that I loved, and I think this is a pretty well-loved quote from this book: "How many feelings can one heart hold? Infinite," Luna thought. "The way the universe is infinite. It is light and dark and endless motion. It is space and time and space within space and time within time." And she knew there is no limit to what the heart can carry. Number 6, the prompt is called Getting Older, a book you read a long time ago, but you think you would appreciate more if you read it as a more mature reader. For this one, I'm gonna go with The Giver by Lois Lowry. Um, Quick little synopsis. At the age of 12, Jonas, a young boy from a seemingly utopian, futuristic world, is singled out to receive special training from the Giver, who alone holds the memories of the true joys and pains of life. So I don't know how old I was when I originally read The Giver. I honestly don't even really remember what it was about. I just remember that it kind of left me with like this unsettled feeling. So even at whatever age I was, even not fully understanding it, I think there was a part of me that realized that there was something more to that book. So I would definitely like to revisit it. I was just looking at the Goodreads reviews, and for some people who read it as a child and then read it again as an adult, it held up. For some people who had never read it as a child and then only read it as an adult, they thought it was fantastic. But then I also saw people who read it as a child and loved it and read it as an adult and was like, it missed the mark. So I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. I know I have the potential now to hopefully fully understand what I'm reading and fully be able to put those feelings that the book evokes into words. Okay, and then the last prompt, prompt number 7, a book that kept you incredibly happy during a sad or demanding period of your life. This one was really hard. This one was really, really hard. Oftentimes when I have a sad or demanding period of my life, I don't really feel like reading. But I'm going with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. If you don't know about Charlie, Charlie Bucket's wonderful adventure begins when he finds one of Mr. Willy Wonka's precious golden tickets and wins a whole day inside the mysterious chocolate factory. Little does he know the surprises that are in store for him. So I think just the familiarity of this book, the fact that I know this story inside and out, and that's comforting to me, very, very comforting to me. So yeah, I do remember a point in my life when I just had a lot going on up in my brain. I couldn't really focus to read something heavy or more complex, and I was able to pick up Charlie and make it through just fine. And then, from there, I could read the harder stuff. So yeah, I don't even know what that prompt was called, but I'll figure it out and put it down in the description. But yes, this is definitely the book that makes me incredibly happy during sad or demanding periods of my life. Thank you guys so much for watching my birthday book tag video. I was really torn about what to post today, but when you're seeing this, it is actually my birthday, so happy 41 to me. I do have some new subscribers, so I want to say hey to you guys. If you're watching and you don't feel like letting me know your answers to any of these prompts down in the comments, you can leave me a birthday present emoji to let me know that you're here. And I will see you guys in 1 week with a new video. Until then, bye!